Now the YouTube, I'm the Top Man, and welcome back to some more 2 Point Hospital. Now the YouTube, I'm the Top Man, and welcome back to more 2 Point Hospital. We're in a brand new hospital, don't forget, from last episode, guys. Meltdowns is this one. We had to come into here, we had to clean up quite a lot of rubbish, like what you can see in the extra plots that we've got here. We've cleaned up a load of rubbish. It's looking good. We've got a good start going, actually, guys. We've got a good start. We've got a really good person in the GP's office. They are going to run out of energy, though, sometime soon. Probably going to want to go and go and have a break. Look at this diagnosis skill here. We've got diagnosis 2 and also the GP, so we get 15% diagnosis skill in there as well. This woman, Angelina, is the best doctor since sliced cheese, guys, and that is fantastic. And then they've got this guy here, who also plus 10% treatment skill and plus 20% treatment skill in the pharmacy, so plus 30%. We've got a really, really good start with these two doctors, and all of these people that have come in so far have been the pharmacy. There's been absolutely nothing, nobody else to worry about. We've got, we've apparently got an earthquake incoming. Now, I do apologise, guys, if you hear me coughing or, taking a sip of water like I am now. I'm literally on the back end of a cold, and of course when you're on the back end of a cold you get the cough, and it's a pain. Oh, here we go. Earthquake! I've unlocked this second hospital bit here, guys, because I want these guys to go in and start clearing it all out. And if we ever need to put any more rooms down, then at least we can get straight onto that and do that straight away. Right, who is that? Angelina? She's get back. Yes, go on, get back to work. You've got work to do. And here we go. We've got our first one that has come through. And I do believe it's that person. She's got bed face. Oh, he has bed face. Jonathan Vibes has bed face. We need a ward for that. So let's get creating what is going to be a ward. And we've got a lovely space at the back here for quite a big ward. And I think that is what we're going to do. I do like a good big ward. Okay, we've got our 2 people to work in the ward. We have 2 nurses. This is the Trevor Bunce. This is a person who is number one nurse in there, and plus 20% diagnosis skill in ward, plus 20% treatment skill in ward. So that's fantastic. And then we've got this one as well, which is the bedside manner. Increase the happiness of patients. We've got not 1, not 2, but 3 treatment skills. So that's 30% plus on treatment skill and plus 10% diagnosis skill if they do come in here with the diagnosis skill. We didn't quite get this one, diagnosis skill and treatment skill in the ward, but that's fine because we've got 30% treatment skill and 20%. I think we're going to be absolutely fine here, guys. Absolutely fine. Look at the size of this thing. This is just going to be awesome. What a ward. That's absolutely brilliant. We need a little bit of a seating area. I think we're probably going to do it down here because we can't do anything else with this door being there. So we're probably going to do that there. And there we have it, a nice little bit of a seating area. We will have another room probably here and then down here as well. We may even have rooms here as well, which means we'll have a nice little corridor going through here. And then we'll have seating on either side of the doors. At least that's the hope as well. We're actually losing some people now, which is not the best. Chance of success was 91% and the treatment failed. Would you believe it, guys? Would you believe it? And it's Misery Guts again. That's the second person that's died of Misery Guts. Yeah, there's literally no point at the moment of building any more diagnosis rooms because literally the person's just going in, getting seen to, and then immediately being told what's wrong with them. So that is really, really useful, actually. I've just noticed as well, actually, what we've actually got to do, which is nice. 1-star hospital, then. Generate 1,000 research points. That would be pretty easy to do. Upgrade 5 machines. Cure 5 patients in a shock clinic. And cure 10 patients in a DNA lab. Both of which, the shock clinic and the DNA lab, we don't have access to. So a research room is probably something that we want to really beeline towards. But I don't want to do it over here because I want the diagnosis and treatment rooms sort of close to each other so that they get seen to pretty quick. Mistakes were made in the last hospital and I don't want the same thing going back. So we've got, nice. We've impressed the VIP with a nice hospital. We've got 10 kudos and 8 rep to that as well, which is great. Oh, look at this, guys. We've got access to a cafe now. A room dedicated to feeding and entertaining of patients and staff. For the fulfilling experience a vending machine can offer. That's interesting. I have never seen that. We've also got access to the X-ray, which we unlocked last time. And I don't believe we've got access to anything else at the moment. No, we haven't. It might be worth getting the research done. But it's just going to create an expense that we can't actually fulfill at the moment. The good thing about this is obviously we can move patients around pretty quickly. The bad side is that they are literally paying one $500 fee and then skipping the rest. Like if we had another couple of diagnosis rooms, they'd be paying more money per diagnosis room that they go in. So that's the downside of doing it like that. But we are moving patients through quicker. So, I mean, the end goal is the treatment. And if we can get that treatment going pretty quickly and smoothly, then we should be making a decent amount of money. Aha! One of our patients, Lara Digestive, has been sent to all of our diagnosis rooms, but we're only 59% sure of the diagnosis. We can ask them to wait until we have more diagnosis rooms, take a risk and treat them anyway, or send them home. Of course, I want the patient to wait, so we'll get the patient to wait. We'll pause it and take a look at what she may have. That's a very strange looking person right there. And so yeah, we're willing to wait 233 seconds. All right, thank you very much for that. So 59%, and it was definitely her that was in the room. It was. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a general diagnosis. That's the next thing on the list, is a general diagnosis. So here we are. This is where we are going to build it. Shall we build it there, actually? Or shall we build it a little bit further down here? Because we've got a little bit of room here and it'll look less strange. So I'm going to put the door there. Yeah, and we'll build it here. This one's a bit annoying. I need a nurse to put into the general diagnosis here, but nothing has the diagnosis. So I'm going to have to go with Winston Mann. Put Winston Mann into there. And we're going to go into here, change the job of Winston Mann. Keep on top of this all times. At all times, we are going to be keeping on top of this. So what are you? Your general diagnosis. So we can basically take you off... anything with the diagnosis skill. So I think these two are the diagnosis. So if cardio is available to go in it, and also if general diagnosis is, go in that as well. And then nothing else. We don't want you to be using any of these. We probably will do at some point because he's got the treatment skill, but we've got no buildings like this anyway at the moment. So once they're available, we'll just add him onto the list. Or maybe, yeah, it depends what he turns out like. We'll leave it as it is though for the moment. I think it must be like a sort of difficulty level change, because if we take a look at this one here, oh, we've got another earthquake coming. This one, we've got another 64% diagnosis, so it's gone up a little bit. Now they're going to go back to the GP's office. Let's keep an eye on Lara Digestive here, because I have a funny feeling that she's going to come back and say that she needs something from the pharmacy. And I think that the first 10, 20 people that they put through, they probably are really easy ones. Oh my god, what's going on here? Jesus. It's terrible. And she still isn't sure. 69%. That's crazy. I think it's I definitely do believe it's like a difficulty jump. After the first 20 people that come into the hospital, it sort of adds more steps on for you, just for the sheer hell of it. Brilliant. So that cardio room there has actually made it to 100%. Let's see what she has. So get a level 4 staff room. I'm not bothered about that. Let's see what she has. Oh, that treatment failed. That's a bit annoying. She is next in the queue though, so that's good. I say that, and then the person goes off for a break, which is really nice. Right, here we go. Let's see what Lara has. I'm wondering if it's a new condition or if it's something that you have to treat in the pharmacy. Okay, lycanthropy. It's a 100%, so it was slightly more difficult to get. But if we take a look at it, illness difficulty 70%, estimated chance of cure 89%. Let's hope that actually does go through. We've got oh yes, that'd be beautiful. Lycanthropy. Yeah, we've got. Oh. I say that, and there's literally nobody in the ward at the moment. I think they're both literally gone for their break right at the time when the emergency comes in. That's absolutely fantastic, of course. Look at these clowns. They've all sat this side when this is literally the closest point to the door. Why? What on earth? Why? Why would you do that? Nice, I cured 8 out of 8 patients there, and I got a nice bit of Wongrage for that. 178,000 in the bank now. I've done a lovely looking training room, and these things, guys, these encyclopedic bookcases right here, each one does 1% training speed, but also this one at the back here, this display skeleton, also does 1%. So we've got plus, what, 6% to training speed, which is fantastic. Florence Gamgee, you're in. And the reason why you're in is because you're going to do some of this. I am going to get you trained up on GPs because that is the biggest thing we are going to need. So Florence Gamgee, you are going to get You're going to get trained up on the GPs training. Okay, so Florence Gamgee has learnt the GP's office stuff now. So if we go to her and say, where are you? In here. Take you all off all of that, and you are going to be a GP. Now, we're probably, before she starts work, we are going to send her in for this diagnostics as well. Or maybe even just to up that again. Maybe. We can't do that yet anyway. She needs more experience before we do that. So we're going to go ahead, open up this room, and we are going to stick just a couple of benches, actually. I don't want to go crazy on this one. A couple of benches on there like that, and hopefully they'll be in and out and none the wiser. That's the aim, at least, anyway. Oh, look at this. We've got a blue. We've got Smurfs coming in. What on earth is wrong with them? Oh, that's going to be interesting to see. Oh, this one's a good one, guys. Our senior consultant here, Angelina Peach, the best thing since sliced cheese, guys. She is ready to go up for another training. I think GP2 is probably the way forwards for this person. So let's go ahead and get her on this course, GP2. I'm going to get somebody in from outside, and we are going to start that. Before things start getting busy, let's get her up there. Let's shoot that monobrow as well that's decided to try and disappear, and that one as well. Wow, quite a few people with monobrows. And here we have it. Angelina Peach has now got the general practice 2 on her list as well. So 30% diagnosis skill in the GP's office. Along with this, that's 50% extra diagnosis skill on top of her base skill, which is absolutely amazing, guys. Really is such fantastic thing. Senior consultant. Oh, we've got a career goal as well. Nice. Shot clinic required. I haven't even unlocked this shot clinic, so I'm going to have to send you home, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. Nice. Florence Gamgee has another one to do. So immediately we're going to get straight in there on the GP2. And we're going to get a person in from doing it. And Florence Gamgee straight in there and getting GPs too. So we will have the best GPs in the world, guys. Alright guys, I have gone ahead and added in a fracture ward because that was the next one to come up. We've got a reporter coming in. And we've got another lightning storm. So this is going to be great. What else do I need here? Shot clinic. We simply do not have that at the moment. This is where GP's offices are going to be. I've made another one. I've hired another person. She's very nearly finished now. What's her name? Hortense Champion. Okay, let's go ahead over to the staff here and go to the doctors, and Hortense Champion, make sure that we've got her only on being a GP, and then go ahead and open that room up as well. And we've got 4 GP's offices. That's going to be more than enough for the moment. It should be, at least, anyways. We can soon find out. We've got our first fracture clinic patient going into there, and somebody's died. There's been many deaths, guys. There's another death over here. My goodness gracious me. I just don't know why, but oh well, never mind. We are going to get the patient to wait for one of these deluxe ones. No, we're not. We're going to send them home. I haven't got the space at the moment, I don't think, to be able to do that. So, open all. We've got best teacher, employee of the year, and of course, rising star. Yet again, we always seem to get that one. What's this? Fracture emergency, yes please. I've literally just put all that down so that we can deal with stuff like that, so that's great. That should be more money as well in the bank. we just got to keep an eye on all these GP's offices, make sure that they're doing that. DNA lab required. We still don't have the ability to do that, and that is what we're going to be working on right now. We're going to get another. We're going to get a research area in here. It needs to be done now. This has taken so long, and we need to start getting some new stuff here. So that's going to be there. That's going to be there. That's going to be there. Don't forget these research monitors actually add to this. It's a shame that I can't actually put them there, but never mind. It's going to be quite an expensive room. Let's be honest. And I'll finish this off and do the usual stuff. There we go. Prestige 4 research room. That is pretty good. Our money is quite low. I will agree with that. Send the DNA lab home. Cure the patients. Yeah, we'll accept that one. DNA lab, send it home. Deluxe one, send it home. And shock clinic, send it home as well. Yeah, we are running quite low on money. Have we got any research people? We haven't got a research person in here. However, we could get Noddy Deluxe here, possibly. Do you have an ability? No, you don't have the thing. Noddy Deluxe can go into general practice GP's offices as well. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to hire him and pop him down over here. And then Noddy Deluxe is going to be doing the research. So, oh, this might cost a bit. And we're already pretty low on money as well. Wow, we've got a serious money problem going on here, guys. We have a serious... We cured none out of 5 patients. Are you kidding me? That's because we had nobody in here for so long. But, I mean, they're in there now, so hopefully they'll get seen to. We'll get some money from that to be able to pull us out of this absolute mess. The main reason why is we went into a loan here and we got a loan to get this part of the hospital, to get this fracture clinic and all that. I was going to put it here, but it was going to be too small, so... It's just a shame. It's just a shame. And now they want paying more money. Typical. Wow. I don't think we're going to get out of this, because every time we slowly get into the plus, we end up way back in the minus, further and further back into the minus as we go as well. It is the loan repayment. There is no doubt about it. 4,615 per month is a massive hit to us, and that's what's causing it at the moment. So hopefully we'll get to a point where we can get rid of it or pay it off. Who knows? But hopefully we can. But you know what, guys? That is going to be it for the end of this episode. We've made a good start. We've got people that are really, really good. These GP's offices are absolutely fantastic. They're pushing people through really quickly, which is nice. We've got a nice big old queue for both of these areas over here. What we're going to do, we're going to get a just a nurse who can do the treatment. Oh, we can't even afford that. God damn it. We can't afford it. So we've just got to wait there. And yeah, hopefully we can pull ourselves back out of this. But until next time, guys, don't forget as well, Toff's word for today is, what should we call it? Money. That seems like a good one for today. Get it in a comment, guys. The best one will get read out in a future episode. Until next time, I've been the Toff Man as always. Stay safe.